Honda Motor is Japan's third largest car and motorbike outfit.
Honda is not going to sell you this car.
And it could be dangerous.
In 2026, one single company generates almost $24,000 in revenue every single minute. They build cars, high-performance superbikes, private jets, and even humanoid robots. But if you think this empire started in a high-tech boardroom, you're dead wrong. It started with a boy who was so poor he didn't even have a bicycle in his childhood. A boy who failed in school, was weak in studies, but was obsessed with one thing: the smell of grease and the roar of engines. This is the story of Soichiro Honda, a man who proved that success is nothing but 99% failure. The smell of petrol. Born in 1906 in a small Japanese town, Soichiro was the son of a blacksmith. Poverty wasn't just a word for him, it was a tragedy. His family's condition was so dire that he lost 5 of his brothers and sisters because they couldn't afford basic medicine. While other kids studied books, Soichiro studied machines. At age 11, he saw a car for the first time in his life. He didn't just look at it, he chased it down the street until it stopped. He literally bowed down, smelled the leaked petrol from the ground, and rubbed it on his hands. In that moment, he decided, one day, I will build my own car. The babysitter with a wrench. At age 14, he ran away to Tokyo for a job at Art Shokai, but the reality was a nightmare. For months, his dream job was actually just cleaning floors and babysitting the owner's children. He was losing hope. He wanted to quit. Then, the Great Kanto Earthquake of 1923 hit. As senior mechanics fled to their villages, Soichiro stayed. With no one left, the owner finally handed him a wrench. By 1924, he wasn't just repairing cars, he was building a racing monster using an old aircraft engine. It won first place in the Japanese Motor Car Championship. The obsession had officially begun. The suicide mission. A racing accident nearly ended everything. His face was crushed, his wrist fractured, and his shoulder dislocated. Doctors told him, no more racing, ever. So he shifted to manufacturing piston rings. He sold his wife's jewelry to keep the factory running. He failed for months. He even went back to high school at age 31 just to learn the science of metals. And just when he started succeeding, World War II happened. American bombers destroyed his plant. Then a massive earthquake finished the rest. Soichiro was back at zero. But he had one thing left, a small surplus military radio generator. Conquering America. In 1946, he did something crazy. He attached that small generator to a bicycle. It was noisy and makeshift, but it was an instant success in a country starving for fuel. By 1958, he launched the Super Cub. It didn't just sell, it conquered Japan. But Soichiro wanted the ultimate prize, the United States. At a time when bikers were seen as criminals in America, Honda launched the most genius ad campaign in history. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. By 1973, Honda captured 43% of the US motorcycle market share. The outsmarting the giants. The final test came in the 1970s. The US government passed the Clean Air Act to fight pollution. Every car giant, Toyota, Ford, Nissan, hired lawyers to sue the government. Honda, he hired engineers. He built the CVCC engine, the only engine that passed the strict pollution standards without expensive equipment. The Honda Civic was born. The global car market was shaken to its core. The boy who once smelled petrol on the ground was now the king of engines. Soichiro Honda once said, "Success can be achieved only through repeated failure and introspection." He didn't have a diploma, he didn't have money, but he had a dream that was louder than any engine. You're watching Framework Prime. If you want to understand the systems that build empires, subscribe, because the next revolution won't wait for you.